Most men get this completely wrong. You think women say men only want sex because they're complaining. They're not. They're revealing something, and you're missing the real message. Here's what you don't understand. When a woman says that, she's not just talking about men. She's talking about how men behave around her. And that's exactly where most men fail. You see, the average guy walks into an interaction already chasing an outcome. He wants validation. He wants attention. And yes, he wants sex. But he leaks that intention in everything he does. His tone, his eye contact, his nervous energy. It's obvious. And that's exactly why she loses interest. Because attraction doesn't grow when it feels predictable. It dies. This is where most men destroy their own chances without even realizing it. You think being nice, being available, being overly interested will make you stand out. But to her, it puts you in the same category as every other guy who wants something from her. And once you're in that category, you're invisible. Here's the first truth most men never hear. Women don't lose attraction because you want sex. They lose attraction because that's all you communicate. There's no mystery, no depth, no emotional tension. Just a straight line to the obvious. And attraction, it thrives in the unknown. Think about it. The guy who immediately shows all his cards, who compliments too much, replies instantly, agrees with everything. He feels safe but not exciting. He's predictable, easy to read, easy to control, and that's exactly why he's not desired. Now contrast that with a man who's calm, grounded, and slightly unpredictable. He's not rushing. He's not trying to impress. He's present, but not chasing. That man creates curiosity, and curiosity is the beginning of attraction. Here's where it gets deeper. Most men think attraction is about saying the right words. It's not. It's about emotional experience. If she feels something around you, tension, intrigue, excitement, you're already ahead of 90% of men. But if all she feels is pressure, expectation, or worse, desperation, game over. And that's exactly why the men only want sex narrative keeps repeating. Because too many men lead with need instead of presence. Second truth, neediness is louder than words. You can try to hide it, act confident, say the right lines. But if your mindset is, I hope she likes me, it leaks through everything. Your energy becomes approval-seeking. And here's the harsh reality. When you seek approval, you position yourself below her. Attraction doesn't grow downward. This is where emotional control becomes your biggest weapon. Not suppressing emotions, but mastering them. A high-value man doesn't react impulsively. He doesn't chase every signal. He doesn't overinvest early. He observes. He calibrates. He chooses. And that shift alone changes everything. Because now, instead of trying to win her over, you're evaluating her. That subtle shift, it flips the entire dynamic. Third truth, detachment creates desire. This is the part most men resist. You think being more available increases your chances. But it does the opposite. When you're always there, always responding, always giving attention, there's no space for her to feel your absence. And without absence, there's no longing. Scarcity isn't about playing games. It's about having a life that doesn't revolve around her. When you're busy, focused, and fulfilled, your attention becomes valuable. Not because you're withholding it, but because it's not easily given. And that's attractive. Because now, when you show interest, it actually means something. Fourth truth, women test for emotional stability, not perfection. This is where most men get confused. A woman might pull back, act distant, or challenge you, and you think you did something wrong. So you try harder. You overcompensate. You lose your center, and that's exactly why the attraction drops. Because the test wasn't about your words. It was about your reaction. She's unconsciously asking, does this man stay grounded under pressure? If you crumble, chase, or over-explain, you answer that question for her. But if you stay calm, composed, and unaffected, you pass without saying a word. Fifth truth, attraction grows in emotional contrast. If every interaction feels the same, polite, predictable, safe, it becomes forgettable. But when there's a mix, playful tension, moments of silence, shifts in energy, it creates depth. You're not trying to entertain her non-stop. You're allowing space for different emotions to exist. That's what makes interactions feel real. And real is rare. Here's the part most men don't want to hear. If women say men only want sex, it's often because that's the only side of men they're experiencing. Not because men are shallow, but because most men never learned how to create anything deeper. They skip the emotional connection. They rush the process. They chase the outcome. And that's exactly why they get labeled the same. But when you understand this, when you slow down, control your energy, and stop chasing validation, you become different, not by trying harder, but by needing less. And that's the final truth. The less you need the outcome, the more attractive you become, because now you're not trying to take something from her. You're creating an experience. And that's what she actually responds to. So the next time you hear men only want sex, don't get defensive. Look deeper, because the men who stand out, the ones women actually desire, they're not chasing, they're choosing. And that's the difference that changes everything.